Mahesh Rajasuriya from Sri Lanka. He's director of the Center for, I'm not able to read the screen, just a minute.
It's combating tobacco.
Just a minute. He's director of CCT at the Tobacco Observatory in Sri Lanka, hosted by Faculty of Medicine, University of Colombo. He's also a senior lecturer at the Department of Psychiatry of the same university and is a consultant psychiatrist at the University Psychiatry Unit at the National Hospital of Sri Lanka, Colombo. He is a member of the Expert Committee on Tobacco, Alcohol and Illicit Drugs of Sri Lanka Medical Association and the chairman of Alcohol and Drug Information Center and vice patron at NESC Sri Lanka. Welcome, Dr. Rajasuriya, for this symposium.
Thank you, Chair. So I think we all relate, so I'll start straight away. This is on emerging challenges and opportunities in South Asia through the eye of the CCT and also SAARC CCT. So first, what CCT and SAARC CCT are. It's the Tobacco Observatory of Sri Lanka, Center for Combating Tobacco, and our information portal is tobaccounmasked.lk. And SAARC CCT is the South Asian Regional Consortium Center for Combating Tobacco, the Regional Tobacco Observatory, and our information portal is tobaccounmasked.asia. Right, back to the contents of my talk. Number one, tobacco industry interference during COVID pandemic. Let me start from Sri Lanka. So this is media reporting the Ceylon Tobacco Company's parent company, BAT, British American Tobacco, developing COVID-19 vaccine. Moving on to Bangladesh, there are many examples of interferences. BAT Bangladesh introducing hand sanitizer, donating PPEs for public hospitals, and the smokeless tobacco producer Manikchand Group maintains the COVID-19 related patient count in Bangladesh online. Moving on to India, so many examples of interferences, country being so large and populous, we can understand that. So I'm not going to, the whole list is not even shown here. I'm not going to read them, but I would show you some picture examples of interference. So this is tobacco companies donating money to the COVID response, and ITC jelly malls, all these years targeting children in a complementary way for the tobacco industry. And now they have intensified their activities during the COVID-19 era targeting children. Kerala government and ITC collaborating to break the chain. And again, Manikchand Group advertising in a way that is appropriate to the COVID-19 era. Pan BD exempt from lockdown in Bengal, Chief Minister. Right, moving on to Pakistan. So in a 2017 raid, Pakistani authorities found PMI, Philip Morris International, using its former shutdown factory, producing cigarettes to evade tax. This has caused a tax shortfall of 47 billion rupees between 2015 and 2018. And now, ladies and gentlemen, during this COVID period, they want to reopen that factory. Right, so let me come back to the next section of my presentation. Number two, Smoke-Free Foundation paying more attention to the region. Right, we heard that BRAC, a world-renowned NGO in Bangladesh, receiving a grant from Smoke-Free Foundation, but they had to return the money because of the pressure from the tobacco control camp in Bangladesh. But, ladies and gentlemen, there are so many grantees from this region. If you go to the Foundation for a Smoke-Free World website and checked, so there are 2 grantees from Pakistan, 2 more in addition to BRAC from Bangladesh, 2 from India, and 1 from Maldives. And this is a database from 2018. Right. Now, have you heard of Conrad Challenge? A transformative educational experience The Conrad Challenge brings science and technology studies to life through a student-driven project-based approach. And can you guess who the primary sponsors are? Well, number one, Foundation for a Smoke-Free World. This is their project. And they are now organizing 2020 Virtual Innovation Summit under many categories such as energy and environment, health and nutrition, don't laugh, smoke-free world, repurposed farmlands and tobacco crops, eliminating and reducing teen vaping and so on. And they have targeted South Asian region. So we have one team among the finalists from South Asia. Right, let's move on to number 3. Leading examples to the whole world emerging from South Asia. We just cannot forget the success story of Bhutan, the overall comprehensive tobacco ban in Bhutan. Bhutan, we salute you. And tobacco ban in India during COVID pandemic, a really commendable act. And then this is the that historic order dated 15th April 2020. And if you look at points number 5 and 6, you can see how the wording of banning tobacco products and spitting, and they have banned alcohol as well. Moving on to another example from India, taking the lead in banning e-cigarettes, another very commendable act. But last but not least, world's first regional tobacco observatory was born in South Asia last year in the name of SAARC CCT and Tobacco Unmasked South Asia, incorporating all the 8 countries in the South Asian region, powered by the Union. Right, so let's move on to number 4, new products, challenges, and victories. And I'm going to show you only this slide. Look at this picture. Pay your attention to this picture. How many dollars, time, energy you have gone into this picture. Look at the lighting, the light creep in through the fingers and coloring the smoke dancing in front of your eyes. This is how they hijack the psychology of young people. Therefore, I commend the victory story from India, banning e-cigarettes. That's the way to go. And this is how it was reported on BBC. You see a familiar picture and wondering why? Sri Lanka is following through as well. Actually, we banned e-cigarettes even before India in 2016 through a gazette notification, but we are yet to incorporate it into law. Last, number 5, usual routine tobacco industry interference. It's happening all the time through government officials, through politicians in every country in South Asia, business as usual. So ladies and gentlemen, that's what all I wanted to present to you. I would like to invite you to this webinar, Tobacco Industry Manipulation of Children and Youth in South Asia region, this Sunday. Thank you very much.